you've ever suffered the embarrassment of having one too many down the pub, then spare a thought for the ex-Tory aide and student who has taken it upon himself to down a pint in every single constituency in the UK. That, my friends, is 650 pints.
Right, we're in the Black Horse Northfield, and here you have Jay Chan about to down his pint. 3, 2, 1. Yes, my bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Obliterated! Two front of manor.
Bosh, get it in you. Right, I'm joined now by the man himself, Jay Chan. Jay, you absolute legend. Why the heck are you doing this?
Good evening, Patrick. I'm doing this for my past experience with pubs. I work for Marco Longi, former Member of Parliament for Dudley. That was called Dudley North before the boundary change. That was when the Cricket House, which is next to our constituency, got burned down. And by that, I started to learn about the pub heritage, understand how important it is. I actually started doing this campaign on my technical first pub when I started the whole thing in Nottingham East. It's called the Old Trip to Jerusalem, which claims to be the oldest pub in England. When I met a guy dressed up as a chicken drumstick, and as well as his friends. And I am amused by what they're celebrating, and I suggested maybe I should down 2 pints in return them voting Tory at the next local and general election, despite that being one of the safest Labour seats in this country. And I did that, and they cheered. They shouted, "Do it for the votes, do it for the votes." That's when I realised how important pub is. They are Green voters, Labour voters, Lib Dem voters. I'm a Tory, one of the, probably the UK's safest Labour seat, and people cheered for me. That's how pubs are. They are heart of communities. They let people to have a good time and put down the differences and even have a good banter. That's why pubs are so important. When I learn about the history, I'm deeply charmed by them. That's why to do that campaign, I want to have a better policy environment overall for pubs around the country, up and down the country.
Well,
this is good.
So, in order to do this, you've got to get to all 650 constituencies.
Yes.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I got to 9, except Nottingham, all are in my own city in Birmingham. So I still got 2 more to do in Birmingham. Today I just done 3. I do manage to have a comprehensible sentence, so impressive for myself. I did down 3 pints in 3 constituencies today, and I'm planning to do more around the West Midlands. And if anyone wants to support me on furthering this to even more areas, just transport me to your
So you need
local
people
area
to take
you're
hitchhiking basically across the UK.
Maybe I just someone just can you drive me to London, and then I'll down a pint in every constituency in London.
I can sense the cogs in my head are turning on this. I can sense us staying in touch on this one, Jay, and trying to sort something out. But the British pub is in decline. We're losing a ridiculous amount of pubs all the time. It's a real shame because it is a big part of British culture. It's not just the drinking; it's what the pub represents. It's more than just the booze, right? It's really something. And so I think what you're doing is absolutely fantastic. And look, good luck to you. How long are you hoping this is going to take you? Have you got a time limit in mind?
Well, hopefully the boundary don't change when I manage to do half of it. Well, the campaign really gains its objectives when enough constituencies are done and I've got those 5 policies implemented. In government, and that's why I've written to my party leadership candidates to ask them, would you commit to those 5?
Just quickly, Jay, sorry about this, mate, but we're a bit pressed for time. Just rattle off very quickly for me if you can. What are these 5 policies?
Cut taxes and VAT for pubs. Pubs, food and drink are charged 20% of VAT. That's not fair because in supermarket they're not. In term, protection for pending listed buildings and sanctioning right to bid. Local government should be encouraged to help communities list their local pubs. Oppose pub guarding, smoking ban and other policies that will diminish pubs, as well as totally ignoring the interests of pubs. And number 5, the basic principle of MPs, politicians understanding and learning about pubs, knowing that they're important, and listen locally and nationally to the voices of pub industry and what they're struggling at.
All right, I'd vote for you. Well done, mate. Good lad.
Thank you.
Look, let's stay in touch. I think there's something beautiful we can do here at GB News with that. So you take care, Jay. All the best, mate.
Cheers.
There he is. Hey, good lad. OK.
I can't go on television.
Yeah, you're not allowed to drink it legally on air, otherwise we get sacked and, I don't know, someone burns the place down.